From the hills of bleeding valleys wide to the fields where our legends reside, we carry the spirit of Wicklow strong in the Gaelic games where we belong. All the battles fought, the glory sought, in every heart the fighters never caught. Through the highs and lows we stand as one. Wicklows pride, our races never run. Wicklow, Wicklow, it was in your name. In the heart of Leinster you play the game. From Bray to Carnew, your spirit flies. In the blue and gold, our pride never dies. In 23 we tasted the Nicky Record Cup. With Casey's guidance we rose up. From Almost Fields to Donegal's call, we gave our all, we stood tall. The tales of old, the dreams we hold, in every match a story.
Hello there, you're very welcome to the Wicklow GA TV stream of the Boom&PlatformHire Senior Hurling Championship final between Bray Emmets and Carnew Emmets, the battle of the Emmets. Bray Emmets going for 7 in a row, while Carnew going for their first title since 2009. I'm Daniel Kennedy, I'm on the commentary here in Echelon Park. Joining me is Kieran Breen. How are you getting on, Kieran?
Absolutely powerful. Great day for hurling. Conditions are very good. Really looking forward to this game. Was here this time last year commentating as well. Delighted to be back. And this game last year served us up a really good encounter. Hoping that we'll have much the same again today. Two teams getting ready to parade there in front of the fans here today. Good crowd in Aughrim. Like I said, everyone anticipating what will be a really good game. Bray, as you mentioned, going for 7 in a row just after having this, I suppose you could call it, if it was in America we'd be saying this dynasty. And here we have a Carnew team hungry now to win their first championship since 2009, I believe. Disappointing last week after the football, and now they're intermediate, so all hope hangs on these Carnew senior hurlers today. As they, like we say, get ready for the parade. Mascots are getting in place, the pipers there as well, ready to go. Great occasion for the lads involved. Of course, they've met in different years now in finals, and like I keep saying, looking forward to this. And like they say, these games take on a life of their own.
We're going to take it through the teams here now. We'll start off with the defending champions, Bray Emmets. In goal is Conor McNally, number 2 there. Vice captain is Ben Carney. Carl Lacey is full back wearing number 3. One change to the programme. Arto Sudawan at number 4 doesn't start. It's Owen McCormack who comes in there. We doubt we'll see him in that position. Sean Kenny is number 5. John Henderson 6. And Dara Henderson number 7. Davey and Luke Maloney partner each other in midfield. Mark Lennon, Christy Morehouse and Rowan McMahon make up the half forward line, with Willie Cash, Padraig Doyle and Andrew Conway in the full forward line. And we're going next out to the Carnew team. They're no change from the programme. Bob Fitzgerald starts in goal. Cormac Redmond, Colin McRae and Rory O'Brien make up the full back line. James McGing is in at right wing back, with Padraig Doran centre back and Martin O'Brien out at left wing back. Aaron Kinsella is in midfield with Rory Stokes, while Ken Cullen, Owen Young and Tommy Collins make up the half forward line. Fionn Darcy, Jack Doyle and Owen Kavanagh are the inside forwards for Carnew today. So, what's it? Any matchups there or anything in particular there, Kieran, you'd like to...
Really, it's going to be very interesting. I think the two full forward and full back lines for both teams, those are going to be two great contests. As you mentioned there, it's hard to see Owen McCormack actually going to be a cornerback, so you're going to have Ben Carney, Carl Lacey and possibly Sean Kenny. That's going to be there taking on Fionn Darcy, Jack Doyle, Owen Kavanagh. Jack Doyle got 2 goals from play last year at full forward. 2 great goals there into the town end, and he'll be looking to cause more trouble there for the Bray full back line. I suppose on the contrast then you have Cormac Redmond, Colin McRae and Rory O'Brien taking on Willie Cash, Pádraig Doyle and Andrew Conway, and that's if Bray line out as per programme. But look, last year I was here, as I said earlier, and Carnew got 4 goals, one of them now near the end, alright to keep him, but I think that's going to be important for Carnew today. We see what Bray have been able to do throughout the years, whereby they're able to put up big scores, keep tipping away the scoreboard, be very clinical, and for Carnew I think it's important that they score a few goals today.
And of course, I want to thank you all for joining us here today. I'll give a few shout outs there, wherever you might be. Owen Dunn there, Wicklow, Senior Hurling Championship selector, deciding to watch it from the comfort of Delphi up in Donegal with the St David's National School. I mean, he should really be here to have a look at this.
Scouting players, but he'll be watching from afar.
And of course, wherever you might be, whether it's the UK, Canada, Croatia, Ibiza, we hope you enjoy this Boom&PlatformHire Senior Championship final as the teams now make their way around the place, mascots in hand. Also, a couple of other places like Denmark, the Cayman Islands, Poland, the US, the UAE, Portugal. Everywhere you are, I'm sure the world really does stop for this occasion for Wicklow people.
Yeah, the pinnacle of the Wicklow senior hurling year. Both teams getting ready now for a round of Ian.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand.
Liam Keenan of Aughrim is your referee, and he'll be getting things started here now for the national anthem as the kids make their way off the field.
I'd like to ask everyone to be upstanding for a moment of silence to honour the memory of 3 esteemed members of our GAA community who have recently passed away. You remember Peter Brennan, Carnew Emmett, a true legend of the club and a cornerstone of their 1973 Dublin winning team. You remember Paddy O'Doherty of Ballinjarry GAA, a player of great heart, infectious spirit and passion for the game. And you remember Paul Moynihan of Denard to Glen, a former player and dedicated club secretary who passed away yesterday. We extend our deepest sympathies to the families, friends and club mates of all 3 men. Our Yeshde, Garev, and Anmika Usa. We now ask all present to observe a minute's silence. Aaron Avi, Carnew New, Egg Molly Monroe, Emmet Carn on Bhua.
Sheena Fiona Fall, a toffee Gallagherin, Windows Sue, Horantir Maroni Cool, Wevoite Sir, Shantir Shincher Fasta. The offer wins here on off control. And of the hands of Anna will, the Gaelic will, John Bosch no sale, like our new shrek, we love up Nobile, Charlotte Connie Carol, love
On Naveen done. Now it's time for the match. We're just having a look here now. I think Bob Fitzgerald is making his way over to the town end goal, so it looks like Carnew will be playing into the breeze in the first half. Ray just doing a couple of little runs here before they get into position.
Be interesting to see now if there's any positional changes for both teams when they do actually line out. Bray, like you said, doing their last few little runs there now, get glutes, everything firing there now before throwing there now. First half's crucial for Carnew now. We've seen how Bray have been able to kind of dismantle teams in the past now. Carnew definitely need to get half time and be within Bray or ahead even to be even better. But no, big first half now for Carnew.
We're watching here, waiting for Liam Keenan to do his checks, waiting for players to get into position. In fact, sorry, my apologies, Carnew are playing with the aid of the breeze in the first half as they attack the Westgate goal. Liam Keenan now, the players are up and ready for this, and Bray trying to get first possession, but the ball spills loose. They're trying to get into his hand there as Rory Stokes. He's on the ground there. There's a scramble for possession in the middle of the park. No obvious contender as who has the ball. Still on the ground there. Hurl's going in. Liam Keenan is not going to blow his best justice for a throw in. Bray trying to get it out there. Tommy Collins is the man over that ball. Podger Doyle's also there. He's gone into the half back line. McCormick is the man who gets there ahead now of a Carnew challenge, and John Henderson sends it over to Mark Lennon there on the right wing. However, Aaron Kenson though, there is it to intercept the loose touch, and there's a shot coming in now from Ken Cullen. It's gonna drop on top of Jack Doyle and Carl Lacey. Conor McNally rises high to get a hurl to it, and the ball spills loose. It's a race for possession now between Fionn Darcy and Dara Henderson. Darcy can't get up first time, but gets into space for himself. Lacey trying to put him under immediate pressure. Fionn Darcy bursts past Carl Lacey. Fionn Darcy now is he through on goal, gives a half pass. Ben Carney stood tall there, read it well, and out comes he with the ball. Little hurl away to Dara Henderson, who sends it down now to the pitch, and Bray have their first attack. Conway there is racing to get possession there of Cormac Redmond. Surely he just falls to the ground and it spills loose. Podge Doran trying to get possession. It's got to be a line ball to Carnew there. Christy Morehouse's tackle, so bit of intensity already.
Brilliant to see. Great start to this game. Pádraig Doran now, wonder what he's going to do with it there now.
Does have the breeze at his back, you'd imagine. Try get it up as far as he can, or will Carnew try to hold possession? Doran looking forward. You can see all different matchups going on around the field. Doran sends it down. Ronan McMahon though gets a hurl to it, but however, stood there tall was James McGing to stop Ronan McMahon getting away. He keeps possession, and in now with the ball is Rory Stokes. High challenge, on the advantage, has the free. Carnew now with a chance to get their first score of the game.
Yeah.
Dave Maloney and Rory Stokes having a bit of a battle there on their hands between those two men.
First free there now. It's Owen Young standing over it. We spoke about, I suppose, in the intermediate game, the importance of frees, especially against this Bray team, who are so clinical from frees with Christy Morehouse. So it's essential for Carnew that to take their chances from place balls. And Owen Young, this is a big one to start with.
Halfway between the halfway line is zone 65. Owen Young's going to drop this. It looks like it's going to the right and wide. Well wide of the target. First wide of the match now for Carnew. 2 minutes gone. No score so far. McNally now with his first puck out. We can see Sean Kenny's moved into the corner back position. Pádraig Doyle is out here on the bank side there at wing back, so in full forward is Christy Morehouse. Conor McNally's going long, looking for a Ronan McMahon. He's just behind James McGing. Ronan McMahon just gets out of front. James McGing gets a hand to it though at the scramble for possession. Blue bodies all around Ronan McMahon. Dave Maloney comes away with it, and Mark Lennon trying to go forward. Slap there from Pádraig Doran.
Pádraig Doran on Mark Lennon. Yeah. So it was needless now. You'd have to say that's going to be a yellow. Now maybe Liam is just going to talk to him. Often these things, if there's any other time in the game, they're yellow cards, but when it's the start, refs can be a bit lenient at the start of the game. But
long way to go,
long way to go, yeah. Sometimes, lads, if you're throwing out yellow cards early, it'll settle things down, and you see one or two little interactions off the ball there now, lads getting to know each other, as we say. But look, Pádraig got away with that one there now. I'd say Marcus kind of protests maybe a bit, like could have been a cardable offence. But look, turn our attention back to Christy Morehouse there now, under the stand.
Halfway between the Carnew 65 and 45, out wide though. So a tricky angle for him. Christy Morehouse, a man so experienced at this stage, 37 years of age, 9 championship titles, or 9 championship titles. He strikes that one and it's gone wide like Owen Young earlier. So first wide, so they're a wide each at the start of this. No one getting the scoreboard ticking yet. Bob Fitzgerald now is going to go long. down the covered stand side. Tommy Collins is the man running towards it with Dara Henderson. Henderson gets a hurl to it. Ron McMahon gets a touch. Away come Bray. It's just over the head of Davy Maloney. Ken Cullen gets to the loose ball. Cullen now still in possession. Hands it back to James McGing. McGing floats this one in, looking for the run of Owen Kavanagh. Sean Kenny doing well there to must him off, but Owen Kavanagh gets a touch to it. And it's a free out, though. I think he's signalled for a foul on Kenny. So, good start there for Sean Kenny getting out in front of Kavanagh.
He done really well there as a back, you know, to be backing yourself and attack that ball. And like that, Owen Kavanagh just accidentally cut across him, tripped him. But great effort by Sean Kenny there. Shows a real statement of intent that as backs they're going to attack the ball today. They're not going to be second out to the ball and put themselves on the front foot. Conor McNally, the match, is going to try to launch this as far down towards the Carnew goal as possible.
Conor McNally has a strong strike. This against the win now would really test how far he can. That's a long strike. It's going to drop between Mark Lennon, it looks like, but Rory Stokes though got a hurl there that spills loose. James McGinn gets the breaking ball, drops the ball. Andy Conway using his body well there. He's tripped there, is he? No, says the referee. It's going to be a line ball to Carnew. And a chance for Carnew to relieve a bit of pressure. Cormac Redmond's going over to take this sideline. And so referee letting a lot of physicality in there.
Yeah, definitely. 6 minutes gone there now, roughly, and no score yet.
It's Cormac Redmond with the line ball, just out for another line ball here, this time for Bray. It's interesting on this side. If it was to the closer end here, Padraig Doyle definitely be standing over this, but he's just marking there Ken Cullen. Dara Henderson though gives it forward. Dave Maloney's going to be the man to take this. Two Maloney's in midfield for Bray, two battle-hardened, steely men.
Absolutely, and they just know each other so well. Like, you know, when they link up together, it's unbelievable for Bray the way they can get things moving for him.
It was a good cut from Davy. However, Ken Cullen was the only man in space there for Carnew, and Carnew now have the ball with Martin O'Brien. Martin O'Brien launched it forward. It's going to drop there. Luke Maloney read it well. Luke Maloney now trying to get possession. Does get possession. Luke Maloney now on a run. Sends it forward. Looking for Christy Morehouse. Cormac Redmond got a hurl in there. And Colin McRae there stands in front of Christy Morehouse. 100% a free. Third man challenge from Colin McRae is a free in to Bray Emmets. A chance for Christy Morehouse to get the scoreboard ticking.
Yeah, look, Connell is there to stifle Christy or whoever he's on. That's his game. He's there to stop lads. Just like that, got caught up. As you said, kind of third man tackle, kind of slightly maybe not quite on the ball. And look, Christy's quite happy to win those types of frees and hopefully convert them. This probably might suit him a bit better, this effort, than his first one, which was under the stand on the far side.
Christy from just outside the arc makes no mistake. Bray Emmets 1, Carnew no score. Just about to go 7 minutes old this match. Bob Fitzgerald now with the puck out, the second puck out of the match. He went long with the first one. Willie Cash there cutting down some passing lanes, but he's going to send it long, looking for, well, it just finds John Henderson, and John Henderson gets a quick ball forward to Davy Maloney. Can't control it first time. Good tackle there by Aaron Kinsella. Kinsella going forward, pushes Davy Maloney over. Good hook there from Owen McCormack. The ball spills loose to Padraig Doyle. His first chance to strike. It's a bit too long there for Willie Cash. Rory O'Brien gets there first, and he kicks it out for a line ball to Bray Emmets.
Rory just a bit unsure there now. Like, obviously could have gone for that himself. He's kind of waiting whether to see it out or not, and then kind of like that kicked it out, albeit accidentally, but still it was a bit unsure there now as to what to do with it. And Christy going over there now for the sideline there now.
Christy's take a sideline. Said to me before, Christy, he doesn't really take sidelines because Padraig Doyle or Dermas are generally quick over to them. Now he feels confident to take them himself, and he just chips it across the goal. Oh, McCormack is the man he's looking to reach. McCormack gets it up first time, checks back, gets it around the challenge of Rory Stokes. He gives it out to Roman. It's just over his head, but Roman will collect. Chance now for a score for Bray. He hits it in field looking for Mark Lennon. Just goes between his legs. However, direct possession now between Luke Maloney and Ken Cullen. Luke Maloney rides that challenge well. That's a good challenge in there between him and and Ken Cullen. Padraig Doyle though gets back. Doyle in the midfield to David Maloney. David Maloney now, chance to shoot, is he? Off his left side, hooks it up in the air, it's going to drop it in the square. Oh, McCormack is in there. Oh, McCormack gets a hand to it, just goes past Willie Cash, and Cormac Redmond should get possession here despite the pressure of Conway. Willie Cash though trying to pick it up, can't first time. Rory O'Brien though is the man though to get it. Carnew now should come away. Here's Podge Durham, or Aaron Kinsella rather. Kinsella sends it forward, looking for the run of Fionn Darcy. He's ahead of Ben Carney. Fionn Darcy now, number 13, checks it back. Fionn Darcy can't catch it another time, has to send it into Owen Kavanagh. Kavanagh's ahead of Kenny. Cadna now picks it up second time. Is it a chance for Carnew's first score? And it looks by the umpires it's gone wide.
Second wide for Carnew. They did their best to work it there now, but unfortunately nothing for him on the scoreboard after all that.
It was a good ball out by Aaron Kinsella
It really was.
to Fionn Darcy. Conor McNally now with the puck out, looking for Ronan McMahon. McMahon there does get the hand to whoever skids loose there. Thanks to the challenge of James McGing. The wrestle for possession. Rory Stokes gets in there. A ball spills loose. And on the ball now is Aaron Kinsella once more. Kinsella sees Ken Cullen moving into a bit of space. Has a bit of a yard or two ahead of Patrick Doyle. Can't pick it up first time. Takes it back. Cullen now trying to get inside. Cullen just over the 45. It's got to drop short. Conor McNally gets to it. Jack Doyle was putting the pressure on, but he sends it out and it's only got as far as Aaron Kinsella. And here's Carnew now again. Kinsella with a chance. Looks to send it back in, but it's going to go right back to Conor McNally. Having a tennis game, these two. Conor McNally sends it to Dara Henderson, who's in a bit of space. Good pressure from Tommy Collins. Collins now with the ball on the 45. Dave Maloney trying to scramble back. Collins just bounced the ball on the ground. Has control of it. Tackle there from Ben Carney. That is definitely going to be a free. Just a coming together between the two players. Know each other well from the county team.
Yeah. No, in fairness to Tommy, he done well there to hold on to possession, drew the free. Possibly could have maybe gave a ball back out to Rory Stokes there, who was free but chose to go with himself. Look, it's not a bad position for, am I right in saying, Ken Cullen hitting this free? Owen Young. Two boys both have similar builds and white helmets, so.
Two young men as well.
That's it.
Owen Young. Another chance of a score for him. He makes no mistake second time. So both free takers, 1 wide each, 1 point each. Conor McNally with the puck out for Bray. Kenny's making himself available here at the edge of the arc. He's going to use Kenny. Sends it straight to his paw. Kenny now. And he's going to send it forward. Long. It's going to go towards Owen McCormack. Just went over the hurler of Ken Cullen. Now Owen McCormack wins that brilliantly. Past Martin O'Brien. Past another few challenges. He gets a hand pass off. It's a throw though according to Liam Keenan. And it's a free to Carnew in the midfield.
In fairness to McCormack, he took plenty of hardship there now and stayed going. And then to get done for a throw. Look, you kind of feel like when a lad is after taking a bit of punishment like that, referees sometimes tend to give him a bit of the benefit of the doubt, but it wasn't to be for this time for Owen.
Here's Power Dorn now from the middle of the field. It's going to flow. Looks like it's going to drop in the square. Conor McNally gets a hand to it brilliantly. Jack Doyle puts under pressure. Conor McNally from over the crossbar, sending a space for Sean Kenny to get it. Kenny now in possession. Kennedy sends it forward, looking for Luke Maloney. Ken Cullen puts pressure. Good body there from Maloney. Lets it roll to Owen McCormack. Kinsella is putting a challenge into Owen McCormack. Cormac Redmond should get the spot for Carnew ahead of Conway. But Conway there has good strength. Conway sends it out. I think actually Cormac Redmond was just shielded out for a line ball to Carnew. 1 point each. 11 minutes gone.
11 minutes gone, and Carnew have just not been making an over. Have 3 balls dropped short. Like, you know, they're 3 now. Conor McNally done very well there. Big man caught the ball and saw it out, but there's 3 opportunities gone away from Carnew.
Doran scuffed that sideline and Dave Maloney's the man onto the loose ball. Maloney with another chance. He dropped one short earlier. This one though, look like it's floating. Bob Fitzgerald should catch this. Fitzgerald is going to launch it long. Looking into the space there, Fionn Darcy's moved ahead of Ben Carney. Fionn Darcy goes over his head, but Jack Doyle then should be onto it. Carl Lacey with a hurling there brilliantly. And John Henderson back there to sweep up. Body check there from Jack Doyle. And it's a free out to Bray Emmets. John Henderson a bit worse for wear after that challenge. And he's calling over Jack Doyle. Chest into the face from Jack Doyle.
Whatever about, I suppose, standing your ground, but Jack Doyle led with the body there. He stepped into him, so he was always going to definitely give away a foul. It's just to see if Liam is going to card him. He's not.
No, just a tick. Just
a little tick and a talking to. But look, sometimes lads use this as an opportunity to, in quote, lay down a marker and stuff like that. They're now early on, but. No, definitely Jack, whatever, like we said, didn't actually stepped into John that time. John in possession of the ball, and look, he's getting a bit of a treatment there now. He's Henderson, Blood and Arkle Kenny there now. They're made of tough stuff there now, John is, so he'll be up on his feet there now. He already is, and he'll soldier on, no fear of him.
Great warrior for Bray. 9 county titles, he wants a 10th. Padraig Doyle is coming to take this free. Or what Liam Keenan spotted here. Is he waiting for lads maybe to move out? He's telling John to go off. But it's a head injury, so he should be allowed to be treated on the pitch.
There's always kind of like some bit of uncertainty about that. Sometimes it's enforced, sometimes it's not. Once it's enforced regularly throughout, then it's fair enough for both teams.
The Doyle sends this free long. Lennon, it should be the man to get to it. Lennon does get a body to it, but can't get possession. Lennon pulls on the ball. It just goes into the foot there of Martin O'Brien. Podge Doran is fouled, and it's a free out to Carnew Emmets. John Henderson's back on the pitch for Bray. Point each, 14 minutes gone. It's not as stylish, it's way more intense.
Still a bit kind of, a bit helter-skelter, physical, lots of rucks forming, lads trying to really just get in, win ball. It's been certainly entertaining anyway.
Bob Fitzgerald has a long strike at him. He's on his own 45, wind at his back. This one, you'd imagine, will either drop short or go over. It looks like it's going to drop into the box here now, into the Bray Emmets box. Hurl there from Dara Henderson, and there's John Henderson, who looks good after that challenge. He sends it out for Dave Maloney to chase ahead of Rory Stokes. Rory Stokes gets a hurling there. Who's got it? Dave Maloney does, and he's trying to run forward. Carnew bodies around him, but Dave Maloney gets a strike away. But straight down Podge Doran though, sweeping up, and he sends it back down from whence it came. Owen Young and Dara Henderson underneath this. Dara Henderson rises high, hooked there by Owen Kavanagh. The ball is loose. Podge Doyle get his body in there. Oh, McCormack trying to as well, but Carnew bodies are floating. And there's Podge Doyle coming out with the ball, shoulder off Martin O'Brien, hooks it forward for Christy Morehouse to chase. Jackie now pushing the back from Colin McRae, but Jackie still in possession, ball on the ground, spinning loose. Luke Maloney gets his body in there, takes a heavy hit from Colin McRae, and Ken Cullen has possession. Cullen now trying to run down the line. Podge Doyle surrounding him, good pressure, and that is a free in for Carnew for a tug of the shoulder.
Could have given any amount of frees. There's hits coming in left, right and centre there now.
Was it maybe the most obvious one?
Was that maybe Christy Morehouse there now? His first touch was unbelievable there now, and
Colin McRae came
he'll feel hard done by not to get a free, and ball was bobbling around and it's ended up in a Carnew free. Owen Young standing over it there now.
Chance for his second point. Owen Young, one wide, 1 point. This one though, it looks like it's going to the left and wide, so a second wide for Carnew, or for Owen Young. 3 wides altogether. On Kavanagh of course missed earlier on. Conor McNally now will be sending this one long, or he went for Kenny earlier on. John Henderson standing on the 21, baying for him, but no, John Henderson's gotten back to his more natural position. Conor McNally's got to drop this on top of Ron McMahon, and Ron McMahon rises high, gets a hand to it but doesn't catch it. Pushed over there by Rory Stokes. However, no free, says the referee, and away come Carnew. Here's Ken Cullen. Cullen now, David Maloney used his body well there just to shave off the challenge of Owen Young, and Rory Stokes frontal challenge in on Podge Doyle. That's 2 frontal challenges now Carnew will put in. Rory Stokes is not going to have a talking to here. Podge Doyle though is down in a heap.
Yeah,
it's intense.
It's fiery. It's intense. There's hits going in. Corey got a nice hit from Rory Stokes. Two big men climbing there now. And Corey couldn't really. He was at mid strike. Couldn't defend himself. Hurl went flying as well. But Eamon Scallon. I don't know what Eamon is doing. He's holding Corey Doyle's hurl, is he? Oh, he's giving it back to him alright there now.
Know each other well from
they
county
do alright in fairness. And gave him a pan back to just say, oh, you're alright there, Corey, good man. But look, Corey is standing over this there now. I suppose from maybe Liam needs to maybe get a bit tighter on. Oh, quick free.
Quick period, Dave Maloney. Maloney now, chance between the 45 and 65. Dave Maloney to put Bray ahead. It looks like it's tailing to the left and wide. Fortunate there, miss from David Maloney. Would have been a brilliant score. Quick thinking from Podge Doyle.
Very quick thinking.
He shaved off that hit from Rory Stokes. And Carnew now with the puck out from Bob Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, long ball, gonna drop it down on top of Ken Cullen and Podge Doyle. He's standing over his Doyle, raised a hand. Tommy Collins is on the ground. John Henderson now sweeping up. Henderson back to Dara Henderson, the brother. Dara sends it long, looking for a Willie Cash, and under there is Christy Morris. Willie Cash gets a hand to it. Christy Morris stood in space. James McGingle is the man to clean it up. It's going to be a free, though, for...
Kind of a late hit from Tommy Collins there now. He played advantage, and he's bringing it back there now, so he is...
For a tripped up, I think it was, for...
Yeah. For Tommy Collins, tripped John Henderson there now, and fairness to Liam Keenan, he let the advantage play on. There was none to be had. Podge Doyle is going to hit this one again. You'd imagine now Carnew after the last quick one will be tight to their men to avoid another quick free like that.
So still a point each. 18 minutes gone in this first half. Podge Doyle from his own 45. He's against the wind. Just leans down, rises. Let's see the strike. It's going to go long. It's going to drop into the just on the Carnew, 21. Lennon's trying to rise there. So is Podge Dorn. The ball is spilling loose. Who's got the ball? Willie Cash pulls it the first time. Roy O'Brien got the block in. Lennon, yeah, it's a foul there by Andy Conway. On, I think coming out there, looked like Ken Cullen, wasn't it? No, not Ken Cullen. Owen Young, I reckon. So free out for Carnew on their own 14. Bob Fitzgerald. Big strike from Ken Cullen making them move into space. So is Tommy Collins. No one in particular in the centre though. It's going to be sent on top of Tommy Collins and Dara Henderson. Henderson gets a hand back to it. Can't win it first time. Sean Kenny though wins the dirty ball. Kenny though under a lot of pressure from Tommy Collins on his back. Free out to Sean Kenny and Bray Emmets.
Tommy Collins looking for a piggyback there, the way he climbed up there, but quick free now by Dara Henderson.
And he sends it looking for Christy Morris. Conor McRae though gets out in front of him and sends it in the right position for Carnew. Rory Stokes in the middle of the field. Is this the first score from play? It looks like it's over the bar. It is over the bar. Carnew lead 2 points to 1. 19 and a half minutes gone.
Great score in fairness from Rory Stokes. Gathered the ball, took one look at the post and made no mistake about it. Struck through the ball very well. Great score for Rory and gives Carnew the lead now.
Conor McNally, low scoring game this match. He's got to take this puck out to Paul DeGoyle, catch it first time. He's got to send it forward. Andy Conway was on the ground. Cormac Redmond's underneath this. Ronan McMahon gets his hand to it. And Bray, don't have possession. James McGee under pretty much all sorts of pressure. Rory Stokes now has possession. No, he doesn't, because Andy Conway himself are having a wrestling match. And it's a free in to Bray Emmett.
I think Rory grabbed the face guard there now.
And that's two challenges there from Rory.
More afters there now. But
I think is he moving the free in? No, I think Christie's coming out forward on the 65.
John Henderson talking to the lads on the line there, trying to maybe look at maybe how they're setting up, or maybe talking about tactics or something. It's not been as free flowing as Bray would like, you know, and it does open up like that. Bray are incredibly dangerous. Carnew obviously out to try stifle that and prevent that from happening and prevent Bray Emmets getting a run on him. But it's been a highly entertaining game so far. It mightn't really reflect on the scoreboard. Maybe Jackie can add to this one.
Jackie rises, strikes, and that's over the bar from Christy Morehouse. He's the only score for Bray so far. It's 2 points apiece. The Emmets are drawn at the moment. Bob Fitzgerald with the puck out. Sends it long, looking for Aaron Kinsella. Luke Maloney though gets a hurl to it, but it still goes into the Bremen's half. John Henderson gets ahead of his brother Dara. He sends it forward, but Podge Dorn is there in space for Carnew. It's going to be a free. Another late challenge there. Tommy Collins once more. Looks to be the guilty part.
Two late hits on John there. Got sandwiched there.
And that's Aaron Kinsella. My apologies there. He's having a chat too. Not Tommy Collins. Looks like we're going to have the
I think Tommy got a bit on him too now, but I think Liam now could probably do with start dishing out a few yellows, because just to calm things down a bit, and a few yellow cards sometimes can, you know, kind of put lads back in check a bit.
Have them thinking from where the ball landed. So Bray with Christy Morehouse, Jackie will have a chance to put Bray in front, fairly central position just beyond the Carnew 45. Christy Morehouse won 3 man of the matches in a row when Bray first got their first of this run. Christy Morehouse makes no mistake with the strike. Bray Emmets lead 3 points to 2. Could ask for a cameraman on a day like today. Christy missed one, but that hasn't fazed them. Bob Fitzgerald with the puck out, going long. It's going to go a long way, all the way up beyond the Bray Emmets 45. Dara Henderson got a hurl to it, but Owen Young is the man who should get possession here. Does. Rory Stokes made himself an option, but he's just going to keep on going. Owen Young. Dara Henderson gets a hurl to it. It's going to be a line ball too. Carnew.
There was a ball on there, Taran Kinsella in the middle of the field. Maybe just couldn't offload it, having used his 2 catches. But I just feel that sometimes Carnew, like, they could use the ball a bit more efficiently. There's times where they're just getting it and ballooning it down when there's actually a free man available, maybe 20 or 30 yards away. But that's the way they're going about it today.
Martin O'Brien drilled that one along the ground, but only went as far as Owen McCormick is in possession, and he's trying to get forward under a bit of pressure. Luke Maloney now in possession, ducks ahead, gets away to challenge. Now it's Owen McCormick. Bray working it down the cover stand line. It's a throw ball though. He's given, or was it a bit of afters there? I'm not too sure from the way. Yeah, no, Paul Porter, the linesman, signalling for a throw ball, so a chance for Carnew to level things.
Yeah, we would. Thank God Paul indicated that one, because it was, when we were keeping up to the play, it was hard to cap anything. But positions and all that are kind of going out the window a bit there now. It looks like Carnew, a lot of them are man mark and so on, and you just kind of stick with him regardless of where they are. And that middle third is incredibly busy and lots of bodies in it.
Martin O'Brien's gone back to Andy Conway. Cormac Rebbin's come out to Christy Morehouse. He was actually just having a chat there with Brian Dooley and himself when he brought in the water. So Carnew rejigging. Andy Conway's moved up the pitch now. Ahead of Rory Stokes. So positional changes all around for the moment. Conway and Dorn having a bit of a shouldering contest in the middle of the field. Owen Young now with a chance for a point. Strikes this one. Looks like it's gone over the bar for Carnew. They've levelled the match. 3 points apiece, 24 minutes gone.
Good free from Owen Young, alright, in fairness. It's been real tit for tat battle so far. Just going into 24 and a half minutes gone there now. Like I said, not the most high scoring of games, but highly entertaining, very physical, very fiery.
McNally with the puck out. Padraig Doyle's kind of gone into a more advanced position, but he's got to go down the opposite wing looking for Andy Conway. David Maloney though gets a hand to it. There's Rory Stokes. Had a brilliant game so far. Stokes scored a point earlier on. Lets it in on the ground for Owen Cabinet to chase. Cabinet, his touch there, just gets it now. Ahead of Sean Kenny. Dave Maloney's trying to recover. Cabna gives it into Owen Young. His ball spills loose. Dara Henderson got a hurl to it. John Henderson got a hurl to it. And David Maloney hooks it away. And away it goes down now to Christy Morehouse. Jackie tries to catch James McGing there. Is there put under pressure. Ron McMahon has it in his hand. Bray Emmets now in possession. McMahon with his chance for a point. It's going to go into the box. Lennon and Bob Fitzgerald on a chase. Mark Lennon in the box. Gone wide. First chance of a goal for Bray Emmets.
Great opportunity there. Mark Lennon did the right thing to try flick it past the big frame of Bob Fitzgerald. I tell you one thing now, it's such a tight contest out there. A goal is going to make a huge difference.
Bob Fitzgerald takes that free, goes to Owen Young. Padraig Doyle gets his hurl in there. Padraig Doyle's hurl's surely been held, but Padraig Doyle doesn't mind that. Comes through the challenge of Owen Young, sends it into the full forward line, looking for Owen McCormick, trying to catch with his right hand. Out there, head of Podge Dorn, free in for Bray. Another chance for Christy Morehouse now. Podge Dorn was, I suppose,
he was
hold on to him.
Dragging, yeah. You kind of feel at some stage a hurling match might break out here at some stage. There's so much hits and fouls and pulling and dragging. But Christy's talking to Ian Keenan there now.
I suppose he's telling Cormac Redmond where to go.
To go back further,
Back further. Go around in the sticky corner back, just like of old.
Yeah, I think Christy put one over from a near identical position here earlier, didn't he?
And he makes no mistake with this. Whoa, comes off the post. Conway trying to get possession. Ball is in the Carnew box. Conway with a chance for a goal. Saved by Bob Fitzgerald. Mark Lennon hits it forward. Conway with a chance for a goal. Cormac Redmond trying to steer it out. It's gone wide.
We got two goal chances for Bray on a begging.
Commentator's curse there for myself.
On your own lads as well, Daniel. It's always when a ball is bobbing around like that, it's chaotic there now. But we haven't been short of entertainment in this first half either, so that's only furthering to the drama of it all.
Conor Cray there was a bit worse for wear, but he's come up now. He's alright to continue on. Physio not needed. Bob Fitzgerald with the puck out, going to send it down the banks, the cover end stand underneath where Tommy Collins and Dara Henderson. He used his shoulder wear there, Henderson, and it goes out for a line ball to Bray Emmets.
Kind of protesting that there was a bit of a swing from Tommy Collins there on Dara Henderson.
I suppose he might have just been
trying to keep the ball in play.
Yeah. It is a line ball to Bray Emmets nonetheless. Just 2.5 minutes to go. 2 half-time, things level, 3 points apiece. Low scoring half. John Henderson's going to leave the ball down. Padraig Doyle's made his way over to take it. When he's cutting them, he can cut them fine. Scored a sideline there a couple of years ago, I remember, in the semi-final.
Interesting to see. Rory Stokes is a free man there now, so for Padraig to try and avoid him, Bray kind of going with 2 inside there now, although Willie Cash might be coming out to try and maybe pick up Rory Stokes.
Well, this one does go along now. Underneath that is Podge Dorn, no McCormick. Podge Dorn though wins that wrestle, gets the loose ball. Dorn sends it down, looking for the run of Ken Cullen. Carl Lacey gets a hurl to it, keeps it going forward. Lacey there, checks it back for John Henderson. Slick as you like, Henderson picks it up, keeps it going forward. Should only go to the hands now here, Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle, great pressure there from Luke Maloney. The ball's going to skid out for line ball. No, Rory Stokes kept it in play. Carl Lacey there, a lot of pressure. Ken Cullen there and John Henderson wrestling. And the ball is just up for grabs there just in front of the Carnew dugout. No obvious contenders who's got the ball just this moment. Rory Stokes and Dave Maloney kind of having a hug match there. But John Henderson comes out with it, sends it down the field. Cormac Revan and Podge Doran eyes on it. So is Christy Morehouse. Christy Morehouse gets a hurl in there. And Podge Doran now comes away with the loose ball. Good tackle in there from Owen McCormack. Rowan McMahon, good tackle from Podge Doran. And Christy Morehouse sends it in, looking for Mark Lennon. He's ahead of Colin McRae. Mark Lennon just slips at the vital time. Willie Cash trying to get in there. James McGee and Willie Cash battling for the ball. Willie Cash kicks it forward. Cash now, chance for his first score of the match. Willie Cash over the shoulder. This one looks like it's just gone to the right and wide. There's some exciting play, but unfortunately,
surely is.
On both sides, they're not the finish. Bob Fitzgerald gets out with it quickly, looking for Rory Stokes. Roger Doyle puts his hand there, but it goes loose to Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle for his first score of the match. Jack Doyle puts it over the bar. Carnew lead 4 points to 3.
Great score by Jack Doyle. Just had to offload that quickly. Didn't get a proper look at the post really, but that didn't phase him nor stop him.
Dan Redmond here about to be introduced. County player Dan for Carnew. We're having a look here to see who's coming off. I think it's looks to be Fionn Darcy is the man. Oh no, Owen Young, the free taker, coming off the pitch.
You have to imagine maybe Owen is injured or something, because it wasn't like he was going particularly bad or anything. Especially taking off your free taker there now.
Now he's going to drive this one long down to the bank side where Owen McCormack and Podge Doyle are, but so is Podge Doran. Doran rises highest and catches. He gets it around the head of Owen McCormack, hands it forward. Jack Doyle scored that last point from the middle of the field. This one looks like it's just going to drop to the right and wide.
I know they'll be disappointed with they didn't get their score, Carnew, but that's nearly better. Pori catches the ball and actually found a man who was open and available instead of previously where they've been striking long balls, so more efficient that way when they do work it through the hands.
We're over the 30-minute mark. I haven't seen an indication yet of what the added time is just yet. But Conor McNally now to get on with the game here with the puck out. Sends it long. Mark Lennon and Owen McCormack going to get so James McGing and Martin O'Brien. Owen McCormack there flicks it brilliant into space for himself. Owen McCormack now bring it inside the arc. McCormack there to level things up. McCormack shoots, drops into Bob Fitzgerald's hand. And Carnew come away with it. Looking for Ken Cullen. Podge Doyle now bursts out. Rowan McMahon gets the loose ball. McMahon there, surely been held back by Ken Cullen. No, says the referee. He slipped it into Mark Lennon. Lennon going forward. Evades the challenge of Martin O'Brien. Hands it off. Andy Conway with a chance for a goal. Here's a goal for Bray Emmets. Andy Conway. They call him Donkey, but he's no donkey at all. He's an absolute brilliant finisher. 1-3 to 4 points to Bray Emmets as we're just about to go into half time.
That is a killer for Carnew after having a tit for tat contest that they concede a goal just before half time. Quick fuck out from Bob to Martin, the two cousins. He lays it down the field.
John Henderson gets out in front of Fionn Darcy. Dan Redmond, the substitute, just came on trying to get a strike away. Sees Fionn Darcy in a bit of space. Lacey has to burst out for this. Lacey does use his body well, and Bray Emmets now trying to get it out. Lacey can't pick it up, but Ben Carney is on the possession. Carnew body's gone around. It's going to be a free in for a touch on the ground. I think it might have been Ben Carney there. And it's a free in now for Carnew to bring the deficit back down to a point.
I think from a Carnew point of view, for 30 and a half minutes there, it had gone as well as they would have liked, all things considered.
I reckon it's 2 minutes at a time. Owen Cadna now is the free take with Owen Young being taken off, and Owen Cadna first score for him. Put a ball wide from play earlier on.
But to give away that goal anyway just before half time was a bit of a killer blow. But look, reduced it now, that deficit to 2 points.
And that's it, half time there. So Kieran, your thoughts on that half?
Yeah, no, look, just I suppose articulate my point a bit better there now. Like for Carnew, after going 30, maybe 31 minutes, keeping it tight, giving nothing away, 3 points to 3, and then to concede that goal, having maybe been able to avoid giving away 2 other good chances to Bray during that half. They'll be disappointed to give away, but look, it's such a competitive game. It's been great to watch, but it would have been nice to be going in at least level. Look, they're down by 1 point, sorry. And look, big second half underway. 2 teams to go on hell for leather, and like I said, been really enjoyable to watch so far. Carnew will be happy going in with this, with a 1 point deficit at half time. Bray hasn't been as free flowing as they're used to. There's been glimpses, like I just see Owen McCormack there. How often have we seen a high ball and he flicks it down to himself? There's been patches of that happening, but it just hasn't really got into a state of flow for him. So big second half. I think Carnew will definitely be the happiest of the two going in, But big game on now in the second half.
And we'll see you back here in about 10 minutes for the second half of the Senior Hurling Championship final.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
It's dropping from the skies. The big man has it again. Oh, he's lording it today.
He's backing himself. He has the distance. But has he the accuracy? It's over the bar. Toshi Garuto. Toshi Harutrasta. You've done it. Nobody.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all. Where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams, who honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right, being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
faith. Get your head in the game. Come on. Keepers! Jesus Christ, Alan! Will they catch the ball? That's your square, your responsibility. You called for the ball. Come on and get your head in the game. James, lads, he's lost the hunger altogether, that fella. Christ.
Eugene, listen, look, we're all worried about him. He's not in a good place. He's not himself. He doesn't need you on the sideline shouting at him with abuse. Look, go and have a chat with him and see if he's all right, will you?
Yes, I never thought of that. Come on. Alan! Alan, come here!
It's important to remember that underneath the jersey, GAA players are just normal people too. 4 to 4 of us have mental health, and you don't have to be an expert to make a positive difference at your GAA club. Look after yourself and keep an eye out for others. Sometimes all you have to do is listen. Go to realtalks.ie/GAA to learn more.
Tá áitir le bhain lig. Bhaine tá beo a fannacht ar lá nach teach a riomh béidir. Bhaine a hín siar ríist sa ríist eile ag an áitir asmuid.
Well, lads, what's the crack?
Bhaine nach stop a riomh go dagan na pointe nach féidir mu a stoppa. Bhaine nach niúltaíonn riomh don obair atá déanamh.
You got it all free?
Bhaine chur na raidh gach ile tradiisiún agus gach ile scéal chur raidh thugann. Bhaine bíomhan linn na léithanta hagan go deo. Waith hain, waithí hain, utha hain, bhain hain. Tá áit ar leith bhaine lig. Áit ar linne lig í. Cumann Lucas Gael, tá áit dúna lig an.
She'll forget it's her first day. She'll grit her teeth and try her heart out. She'll know that someday she'll master the lift. She'll never forget her first day. She is a camogie player, and she belongs where we all belong. GAA, where we all belong.
Good morning, John.
Morning, Tom. Your taxi waits.
The fact of coming back down here to meet up with the lads and everything and the contact they kept with me is an enormous boost.
There was a need there for us to look after our older members. My own father comes along and he was sick then before Christmas, so he didn't come here, and really I could see a difference in him. I felt that he missed his friends.
It's the Monday Club and everybody who wants to come along is invited. They're remaking connections that they had 20 years ago when they were all very active club members, and now all of a sudden they sit down and it's like they were never away from one another.
I think it's one of the better things that we've done on our healthy club journey because it means so much.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
You're very welcome back here to the Wicklow GA TV stream of the Boom&PlatformHire Senior Hurling Championship final between Bray Emmets and Carnew Emmets. Both teams now are back out for the second half. Bray Emmets leading 1-3 to 5 points. And Daniel Kennedy joined with here by Kieran Breen. Kieran, second half now, Bray with the wind at their back. How do you see the match going now in this half?
I suppose from a Carnew point of view, they'll be looking to keep it much the same as the first half, keep it tight, keep the pressure, those tackles coming in, and hopefully get a few scores. I think a goal for Carnew really sets them up nicely, and I think it's going to be a big talk of the second half will be any goal scoring opportunities, because the teams have been so close, tit for tat for most of the game. I think that'll have a big bearing, and we have a substitution here now.
Mikey Lee there is coming on for a witty catch for Bray, and Liam Keenan chose the ball, and obviously Aaron Kins has also seemed to have gone off there for Carnew as Bray Emmets trying to get first possession. Here's Ron McMahon. Rory Stokes got a challenge on him. Number 19's come in, John Doyle. John Doyle sends the ball forward. Sean Kenny and Dan Redmond underneath this. John Henderson sweeping behind. John Darcy does well there to get in space now for Carnew. Padraig Doyle there trying to put on the pressure. Little flick over to Ken Cullen. Chance now to level the match up. Ken Cullen puts it over the bar. Carnew with a perfect start.
That is the perfect start. Back level there now and only a few seconds gone. So back to draw game there now. Great way for Carnew to start this second half.
Conor McNally with the puck out, with the breeze at his back. It doesn't seem to be too strong though at the moment, judging by the flags. He still though gets a long distance down this. Oh, McCormick trying to burst through. Martin O'Brien there did well now to get his body in front of him. And the ball is flicked forward. Mark Lennon tries to get possession, does have possession. Chance to put Bray back in front. Mark Lennon, has he got it? He's got it over the bar, Lennon. Immediate response from Bray Emmets. They go back in front, 1-4 to 6 points. A much more scoring orientated start in this half.
Yeah, Bob Fitz surveying his options down the pitch.
Sends it long. Looking to go on the... send it down to Jack Doyle. Ball is flicked out there for a Bray Emmets line ball. There's confirmation there with John Doyle who came on for Aaron Kinsella.
Jack Doyle lucky not to get blown for free there. Came right through the back of one of the Bray players.
Luke Maloney there taking over sidelining duties from Sean Kenny. Kenny was just standing over it, just making sure. Luke Maloney wearing a white helmet. Usually has a blue one, but what happened in the last match, that helmet not being in use. That sideline ball, look for Dara Henderson. It just was scuffed along the ground. It's a battle for possession here, just in front of the linesman there. It's a line ball again for Bray Emmets. Davy Maloney coming over to it.
Maybe Pádraig is looking to come over there now. Hit this one. Luke just topped the ball the last thing he went to cut it. As you said, Pádraig very competent on the sidelines. That's probably not a great area to pitch actually for hitting sidelines, because there's get so much traffic from people walking on with four officials, so he'll do well to get under this one.
Padraig Doyle just surveying his options. I suppose he may go along. Padraig Doyle sends it along the ground looking for McCormick. Cormac Rebin though reads it well. Almost gets it. Jackie Morehouse gets his hurling there, but James McGing picks it up for Carnew. Conor McRae now in possession, trying to burst out, gets past a couple of Bray Emmets jerseys. Going to drop two men underneath it. One of those is Padraig Doyle who took that last sideline. Ball spills loose. Dan Redmond got a hurling there. Fionn Darcy trying to get possession ahead of Dara Henderson. Fionn Darcy overheaded by Carney. Fionn Darcy still running. John Henderson to cut off the space. Fionn Darcy chance for a goal. No, just scuffs it on the ground. Good pressure from the Bray Emmets defence. And away comes Conor McNally. He sends it down from whence it came. Looking for Ron McMahon. James McGing doing well to hold him up, but Ron McMahon's out in front of James McGing. McMahon looks to get it forward, does, despite the pressure there. And it's going to be a sideline ball to Carnew. He's protesting that his jersey was pulled there by a Carnew man. However, it is a line ball for the man in.
Great catch by Paul Porter there, in fairness, down the line. Telling the Bray management to get back into the dugout there now.
Collins with the line ball. Dara Henderson trying to get possession. It's a line ball. It's a free in, touching on the ground for Carnew. Yeah, I was thinking that Liam Keenan was going back into the Carnew Emmets half.
Yeah, you just don't get a second on the ball in this game. It's so frantic. Owen Kavanagh coming out to hit this there now. Bandaged up there now. I don't recall seeing him like that for the first half.
Kavanagh.
This is an important free.
Ron O'Brien protesting with Paul Porter where it should be taken from, and Liam Keenan has been brought to the attention of Liam Keenan. He said on O'Brien to go back into the dugout.
This isn't the sort, like Bray, known for their coolness and calmness. It's a tight game. The lads on the line. Now, Owen Kavanagh be as well off, just put the ball down and put it over the bar instead of arguing with the lads. But just going to show how passionate both sets of teams are, and management's included.
He's 1 from 1 in the first half. Will he make it 2 from 2? That looks like it's just tail to the left and wide in the... No, it's gone over the bar. It's gone over the bar. My initial reaction was it was
I have to
over.
say, from where I'm standing here, that tail to the left, that's wide.
We're a long way from Hawkeye in Echelon Park, I think, but Conor McNally now will have to get on with things from this puck out. Level game, 7 points to 1-4. Hits it short, looking for Ben Carney. Carney now brings down the line. Cabinet putting on the token pressure. Blocked there by Fionn Darcy. Send out for another line ball. They're loving the line balls early on in this half.
Yeah. Dara Henderson, there's no one else coming towards it. Pádraig Doyle came over earlier from the far wing to hit, but just along the ground there by Dara.
And Jack Doyle gets it. Hurling there on Dave Maloney. And Carnew out possession with Fionn Darcy. He runs into traffic. Owen McCormick trying to get possession ahead there. John Doyle flicks it forward. Ron McMahon and James McGing having a wrestling match. And it's a ball spill loose from Andy Conway gets his body in there. Hits it out for a line ball to Carnew. Conway's not happy with that. Rory Stokes hits him to the ground.
He's been told by the linesman to get up there very lively.
Tommy Collins now.
Tommy's pushing his luck there now.
I think that's maybe the third challenge there that Tommy Collins has been seen.
A few little altercations like that there now. Tommy's kind of laughing away to himself. Bray crowd were fairly incensed by that there now. And we see another line ball.
Dorn with this line ball goes straight to the hurl of Luke Maloney. Luke Maloney trying to get it up, sends it into the full forward line. Christy Morehouse surrounded by Conor McRae. Mikey Lee now in possession. Mikey Lee to put it over the bar. Mikey Lee cuts Bray Emmets back in front. Mikey Lee just in the news at half time for Willie Cash. Takes it Bray 1-5, Carnew 7.
Mikey so accurate and close to goal there now. Once he turned onto that left, it was never in doubt.
Bob Fitzgerald hits this one long, looking for Jack Doyle. Dara Henderson's ahead of him. Jack Doyle does get over him, but Rory Stokes now in possession. Hand pass off to John Doyle. John Doyle sends it in straight to John Henderson. Right man, right space for Bray. He gets it forward, but that's a poor ball to Sean Kenny. Dan Redmond did well to read it. And there is Ben Carney, pulls it away. Dan Redmond though using his pace to get ahead though of Dara Henderson. Dan Redmond swings this one. It looks like it's gone to the right of the post and wide.
I don't think that was ever really on, that shot. But like lads having too much time on the ball to try and get the head up and even check back and pick out a pass or switch it to the far side. It's easier said than done with the pressure that's on lads when they do have possession of the ball.
Conor McNally lining up. We're just surveying what's on. Gonna go along with this one, sends it down towards the bank side. Ron McMahon and James McGing underneath this. Ron McMahon ball is hurled there from McGing, spills loose. Dave Maloney on possession. Maloney looking for a quick ball to Lennon. Ron McMahon gets ahead there of James McGing. He's been held back. Ron McMahon still going. Surely he's gonna go back for the free. Yes, he is. Christy Morehouse now will have a chance to put Bray further ahead.
Yeah, in fairness, Rory Stokes very brave, threw himself at that, kind of blocked the ball. I think he hit him in the helmet there now. Do you know what? Bray are kind of after getting a few scores there now, and sometimes it mightn't be any harm if you had to stay down longer just to maybe stem the tide a bit, kind of kill off the momentum. But look, he's made it tough stuff. He's back on it. Have to say he'd be well known for his football prowess there now, but he's having a good game here today in fairness to Rory.
Christy Morehouse to strike this one. It going tail to just over the bar. Seems to, I suppose, sometimes be difficult to see from these positions, but I think to sneak in just at the left post. And that's Bray out by 2. 1-6-7. Bob Fitzgerald with the puck out, sending it along. Dara Henderson and Ken Cullen read this. Dara Henderson gets a hurl to it. Ball spills loose. Luke Maloney trying to get there. Uses his body well to shield it from Rory Stokes, but Jack Doyle gets it. Jack Doyle over the shoulder, letting into the full forward line where Owen Cabinet is. Carl Lacey trying to get a hurl to it. Owen Cabinet though trying to go forward. Cabinet still there with the ball. John Henderson's there to sweep up again for Bray. Pressure by Fionn Darcy. One-handed gets it out for Pádraig Doyle to run onto. But it's just going to trick it out for a line ball to Carnew in an advanced position. Ken Cullen waiting for Owen Cabinet to come over to take silence. He seems to be the dead ball specialist from all angles at the moment. Owen Cabinet for Carnew. No one making himself available just yet for Carnew for any sort of short ball.
It's hard because Bray are playing so deep. Like, they have two inside, Mark Lennon in between the 45 and the 65, and the rest of the bodies are back, so it's hard to get space for the Carnew lads.
Owen Cabinet goes a good whip on that, and it spills loose. Dan Redmond trying to get a hurl to it. I think it was Sean Kenny who got the hurl to it to just get out of danger. Andy Conway, despite the pressure of Rory Stokes, or Jack Doyle rather, it goes out for a line ball to Bray Emmets. It looks like it was Jack Doyle who got the last touch on that. So a line ball fairly far in their own half.
I will say this now, if you're Carnew, if it is, look, it's a Bray line ball. Bray are pinned into their own corner now from a line ball. Like, I'd be saying, push up on him. Like Corey Doyle is going back. He's, as you've said a few times, good on the line balls. He'll be looking to get this down the field as best he can, get out of danger. But for Carnew to try pin him up there, you know, in their corner of the pitch there now, the last thing a lad wants is getting the ball there, getting bottled up. You're under pressure, so it'll be interesting to see if Carnews keep the squeeze on him.
So Patrick Doyle with his third sideline. This one goes up, it goes up the air, but John Doyle was there to block it for Carnew, and Dan Redmond now in possession. Redmond, he's shot there from a sitter position earlier on. This one though goes over the bar. Dan Redmond has his first score of the match. It's Carnew 8 points, Bray Emmets 1-6. The scoreboard there at the far end made a mistake.
Yeah, and like I said, like I said, when you pin a team up with that in the cornerback position, it's hard to get rid of it. Carnew capitalised, they did choose to squeeze up on it and got the rewards as a result.
40 minutes gone in this game. Conor McNally sends it down on top of the Carnew half-back line. Lennon tries to get a hurl to it. Boyce Doran almost caught it, but Tommy Collins picks up the loose ball. He sends it into the full forward line. Looking there for Fionn Darcy. Ben Carney there. Just goes over the bar. Fionn Darcy now has a bit of a run to goal. Fionn Darcy just takes his score. Levels the match. Exactly what Carnew needed. It's 9 points to 1-6.
Great battle between Corey Doran and Mark Lennon. They've marked each other so many times over the years. But great score there for Fionn Darcy. You just feel Carnew like they're kind of taking their points. There could be a goal chance coming just the way they're going about it.
Conor McNally launches this one forward again. It's Mark Lennon and James McGing underneath this. Ball is pulled forward. Lennon now has a bit of space to put the run into. Can't pick it up first time. And there's a tackle there. It looks like it's going to be free out for Bray Emmets, or for Carnew Emmets. Rory Stokes again.
Bit of afters, yeah, on Ronan McMahon. Bob Fitz coming up to take the free.
He's stolen a few yards there, it looks like, as well. Bob Fitz has a strong strike on him. This one, I'd say, he'll hit this one down central. And he does. It's going to drop on the 21 there. Sean Kelly got a leg to it. Dan Redmond, who really has been getting a lot of ball, he couldn't control it. Luke Maloney, though, gets it away. Looking for a running man. James McGing's all over him. Mark Lennon and Boyce Doran battle for it. James McGing is the man to get it. McGing over to Doran. Doran picks it up. Conway trying to run ahead of him. Good hand pass there to Rory O'Brien, who just pulls on it. Gets it forward to Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle waiting for a runner. Spots the available man. It's Martin O'Brien who spills loose. Owen McCormick putting on the pressure. Sees the ball into the corner there for Owen Kavanagh to chase. Carl Lacey behind him. Carl Lacey getting the hurl in there, not to give Owen Kavanagh a clean pick up first time. Second time gets it. Is this the lead score? It is indeed for Owen Kavanagh and Carnew. They lead now 10 points to 1-6.
That is a great score from Owen Kavanagh. His third of the day, a mixture of frees and balls points from play. Absolutely brilliant score. There's a bit of momentum here now for Carnew. The crowd are getting behind him as well. This will test Bray's champions. They're now going for 7 in a row. Down by a point.
18 minutes or 17 and a half minutes left to go. Conor McNally to take this one. Sending it long again. Tommy Collins has gone to a very deep position for Carnew. James McGing gets a hurl to it. Andy Conway getting his hurl in it there. It's a scramble for possession just outside the arc in the Carnew half. Cormac Redmond should be the first man to get to this. Conway put him under pressure. Cormac Redmond can't catch the ball first time. It's a free out.
Yeah, they're probably Carnew on the balance, probably coming out, getting more of the frees. They'll be delighted with that. There's not, as a back, when you're facing your own goal, you're kind of hoping for a push in the back and stuff like that. And Liam Keenan blowing for a free out there.
Bob Fitzgerald launches this one long. It's going to drop just outside the Bray Emmets arc. Ben Carney and Fionn Darcy were challenging for it. At the scramble for possession, Ben Carney seems to be the man to come out where he does. Hands it off now to Dara Henderson. Henderson gets it forward, looking for Andy Conway. Rory O'Brien there is tapped in with him closely. Ball spills loose. Conway now still putting under pressure. Mark Lennon gets a hurl to it. And he gives it over to Christy Morehouse. Chance for a point from Morehouse. He just scuffs a shot over the shoulder. Bob Fitzgerald collects easy enough. Carnew a chance to break. Martin O'Brien's trying to make himself available here. Cormac Emmett is in a lot of space on his own. 45. Bob Fitzgerald just bringing this up beyond the arc and he sends it forward. Ben Carney and Fionn Darcy underneath this. Carney gets a hurl to it. Ball spills loose. Dan Redmond's the closest man to it. Carnew in possession. Redmond hands it over to Jack Doyle. Scored a point in the first half. Has he got one in the second half? Looks to have gone to the right and wide. Carnew, or Bray rather, will need a score here quickly, you feel. Carnew, they're not taking all their chances, but they're lead by a point. We've got just over 15 minutes to go.
Conor McNally trying to get the lads organised for the puck out. Choose go long again.
Goes long now, this time under the cover stand side. Owen McCormick and Martin O'Brien, who's wrapped himself around. Tommy Collins has picked up the loose ball, sends it forward. Jack Dawson, acres of space in the midfield. John Henderson with a block. John Henderson brilliantly, and here comes the brother Darragh to try and win it. Padraig Doyle now in possession for Bray. Padraig Doyle, they're just going to wait a moment here. In fairness, it was
Jack Doyle. Yeah, just as John's block, he followed through, no malice whatsoever in it, just completely committed to the ball. Momentum brought him through. Jack got a bit of a belt. Look, it'll be indirect free for Bray, but like you just thought, Jack Doyle had all the time in the world to put that over. He's after popping up free a few times. Like, he's a danger man for Carnew. Someone needs to nearly detail themselves to man mark Jack Doyle and avoid those scenarios. But John Henderson, like, leading by example, that was heroic stuff with a block like that. Had no right to get it, and like that, turns the ball over, and now an indirect free.
Just how far he jumped into the air there, John. Might only stand at just about 6 foot, but sometimes he can look like he's 10 foot 11. Padraig Doyle, I say, it has been indirect, so Padraig Doyle is just going to let this one into the box. Mikey Lee and Andy Conway in the box for Bray. Mikey Lee tries to get a hand to it. Ron McMahon does. No, he doesn't. Hits it across goal. And now a let off there for Carnew. The ball looks like it's trickled out for a sideline. It's going to stop there. Just gone beyond the line. It's a line ball. And like as you said earlier on, Bray could keep Carnew in here.
Pin him in, press up on it.
Who's coming over to take it? Cormac Redmond seems like he's the confident man. 14 minutes to go in this half. Cormac Redmond with the line ball. Dave Maloney is standing in space in case it goes that far. It's a quick ball just to Park Doran. Park Doran sends it long. It's going to go on top of John Doyle, but John Henderson's there as well. Jack Doyle rather. And there is Davy Maloney. Dave Maloney, arm around the shoulder, free to Bray. Dave Maloney a bit of worse for wear after that challenge.
In fairness, Carnew, they worked that line ball very well to try and actually get a strike off. Unfortunately for Parry Doran, when he did strike it, he couldn't. He just kind of had to deliver and get rid of it. 3 Bray lads around Jack Doyle. Jack felt a bit hard done by as he's going up for the high ball. Felt John interfered with the back of his helmet. Stuff like that isn't being blown at all today. It's just like that, helter skelter, and it's a yellow card maybe for talking back to Liam Keenan. But look, Christie standing over this, they're now crucial now free. In fairness, Christie's so consistent on him throughout the years.
One wide and one hit the post in the first half, but other than that,
overall, like I'd say he's a 90% success rate or up thereabouts when it comes to hitting frees.
And now it's a more favourite position. Jack Doyle having trouble with his laces, took a bit too long for Liam Keenan's liking, and it's now free just inside the arc for Christie to level the match here. It's 10 points Carnew currently, 1-6 for Bray. This to make it 1-7-10. Christie rises, strikes, and sends it into the next parish. Bob Fitzgerald now with the puck out once more for Carnew.
That's 5 points for Christie now. There's a Parry Doran's helmet is not on securely, whatever is wrong. Helmet is broke.
He has to go off there, be taking it off. Liam Keenan now.
He's trying to explain to Liam, someone needs to get a helmet onto him.
Ball's got the break and play, maybe you can allow him.
Yeah, perhaps, and it's not a head injury. A few of the supporters here tell Liam Keenan he's just to go off there now, but Liam is happy for him to stay on. Carnew maybe operating a little bunch and break here on the puck outs. You can see that all their forwards are kind of in very tight and they're breaking there now. Probably a bit delayed from Bob with the puck out though for a bunch and break.
Underneath this is Dan Redmond and John Doyle, who has it, but Sean Kenny, Father Kilkenny man. Here he goes, forward shoulder from. Over carried it there from Martin O'Brien.
I don't know about that one now. Martin O'Brien got his shoulder in there now. It forced Sean Kenny to maybe turn back. I mean, if you're Bray Sports now, not happy with that. Carnew supporters delighted. I thought it was a bit harsh on myself. Parry Doran standing over this one there now. Parry, in fairness, good free taker as well. Owen Kavanagh's chosen not to come out for it, so Parg is stepping over it now.
On the halfway line, Parg Dorn, good great leader in this Carnew side. This to put them back in front. Puts all his shoulders behind this. Where's it gone? It's gone over the bar. Umpire's happy with the Carnew back in front, 11 points to 1-7. Of course, with that, Sean Kenny over carrying the ball according to the referee Liam Keenan. Carnew, if they are to get back the O'Donoghue Cup for the first time in 2009, they're going to have to capitalise on all these errors from the current champions. Conor McNally sends the ball long looking for Christy Morehouse. Underneath there is Martin O'Brien as well. Christy Morehouse does rise, but Cormac Redmond gets to the free loose ball. Podgedall puts him under pressure. He's under a lot of pressure here. Tommy Collins is the man to pick it up. Carnew now trying to get it out. Then forward to Jack Doyle in a bit of space. Can't take the... It's right. It's a free too.
I think just I wouldn't mind if Luke Maloney had gone. He actually could have gone for the ball there. He probably would have won it, and it was just eager to, get a hit on Jack Doyle.
On comes Dermot Masterson. 10 minutes left to play for Bray Emmets. It seems to be Andy Conway is the man to be taken off. Dermot Masterson, last year's captain.
This man has the ability to turn this game on its head. They're now a phenomenal hurler. Huge boost for Bray, and it just shows the calibre of the Bray subs and panel that can bring on Dermot Masterson here today.
Dorn scored that point a moment ago to put Carnew back in front. This to put it up by 2. Nice strike. It's going to float over the bar. Carnew up by 2 points, 12 points to 1-7.
Big score there for Parry Dorn. That's 2 frees that are after really lifting Carnew.
Conor McNally now is going to send this one long. Dave Maloney standing in his space, but it's going to go over. Darragh Henderson and John Doyle trying to battle for it, but it's Carnew gets the bodies around. Fionn Darcy still in possession. Flicks it forward for John Doyle. John Doyle getting around the challenge of Ben Carney. A chance again from a free for Carnew.
John Doyle Jr. looking for contact, found it. But Liam Keenan Jr. judged that was a free on John. Bray supporters not too happy. Like, John did go. When he turned back in, look, he was going to have to break a tackle. He led himself, and look, it's another free now for Owen Kavanagh to try and convert. These place balls proven to be very crucial for both teams. Just given the nature of this game, the way it's quite congested in the middle, with just so many rucks and stuff, hasn't been really free flowing, which is probably to Carnew's advantage. But neither full forward line really after getting a great consistent supply of ball to him. So not too many, I suppose, scores from play coming. Carnew won't worry if they win.
Yeah. On Kavanagh now strikes this one. It looks like it's gone over the bar. The umpire's happy with it. Carnew out by 3. 8 minutes left to go. Carnew looking to end that drought. They've 19 titles, going for 20. Bray on 10 titles, going for 11, and that puck out goes straight on top of Ken Cullen, who's out in front. Podgedall raising after him, put a challenge in. Ken Cullen checks back inside, sees Jack Doyle in that pocket of space that he's been taken up, and he shifts inside. He goes for the score, scored in the first half. This one looks like it's sailing over the bar. It is. Carnew out by 4.
Great score by Jack Doyle, just kind of gave a dummy as if he was going to hand it off and turn back onto his favourite left side. It's when Carnew throw the ball around like that, they're getting joy from it.
Conor McNally sends this puck out long. Underneath there is Mark Lennon and Park Dorn. The ball is swung there. Ron McMahon has it in his hand, trying to get a few true blue bodies, but they're all surrounding him now. But rest of our possession. Luke Maloney's on the ground there. He's just getting his legs back up, and it spills loose. Here is Lennon. Lennon sees Henderson making a move off him. John Henderson just in front of him, but John Henderson will control it. Trying to get past Colin McRae. John Henderson with a chance for goal. Brilliant hook there by Colin McRae. It's a free out for the chop of Bob Fitzgerald. And all of a sudden things are just going wrong for Bray Emmets, and everything's going right for Carnew.
John Henderson is irate.
He's irate there, Liam Keenan.
In fairness, ball broke down. He's entitled to pull for it. No.
I think Bob might have just got in front there, used his body well.
Hey, Bob, in fairness to him, used his body well as a goalie. Like, you're putting your body on the line. Like, ball is dropping. John is entitled to pull, in my opinion. It wasn't, I don't think by any means wild or dirty.
Boy Dorn and Mark Lennon getting a yellow card each there for that little tussle. I think is the free going to be moved up, or what's going on here? We're just waiting. Bob is
wait for Bob anyway.
It doesn't look like it's been brought forward.
No, it looks like the ball's being returned to the 14-yard line. Well,
yeah.
Neither linesman will Liam Keenan tell him to retreat
back,
a bit.
yeah.
It's not too often you see John up the far end of the pitch like that. Would have been an unbelievable lift for Bray if it had been converted, but unfortunately it wasn't to be.
Bob Fitzgerald's going to go along with this one. Standing on top of John Doyle Jr., but Darragh Henderson gets his hand there. I think he came off. Yeah, John Doyle's hurl. I would say line ball to Bray Emmets.
5.5 minutes left now, Daniel. Game management crucial for both teams. There's no need for Bray to panic either, get a few scores. You know, no need to be going for goals straight away.
That ball is just... Rory Stokes got a hurl there. Michael Lee comes sliding in. Mark Lennon though gets the break for Bray. Mark Lennon, it's got to be a line ball to Carnew. Lennon. Dermot Masterson. There's some great pressure from the Carnew backs to stop Bray Emmets getting into a flow here. It was a good line ball by Padraig Doyle up the pitch. Cormac Redmond though is going to be the man to take this line ball for Carnew. 5 minutes to go.
It's a wonder Bob Fitz doesn't actually. I know it's a bit risque maybe, but we spoke about line balls and trying to pin lads in. If Bob were to come now, he's walking out. I don't think they're going to do it though. It's just me maybe. It's easy to be brave and go for it from up here in the press box, but Carnew choosing to just go down the line, probably the right option. Great line ball.
Line ball by Cormac Redmond, however, it's went the distance, but it's gone out for a line ball to Bray. John Henderson was the man to get there. Henderson gives it back to Padraig Doyle to take the line ball. They're going to need something massive here. 4 minutes to go. 4 points in it. Padraig Doyle, line ball goes straight to Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle now, chance for another score. He's just going to drop into the box there. Oh, Kavanagh, he got it second time. Tries to get around Lacey. Kavanagh, is this the winner for it? Lacey doing well there to stop him. Kane Cullen with the chance. Chance for a goal. Blocked there, but it's going to be a free on the 21 for Carnew. Probably for Carl Lacey, that point's the only thing he could do, I suppose.
No, definitely now as cornerback when in that position, given that they're 4 points down, time is ticking away. Definitely the correct decision to foul him there. Carnew will throw this over the bar, but a goal there would have been detrimental for Bray in these closing minutes.
Of course, like Baltinglass, they won the football championship last week. They lost 2 in a row before finally getting back the Miley Cup. Carnew have lost the last 2 championships to Bray Emmets, of course. They're going to make, as we mentioned there, whoever wins makes history. Carnew now looking the more likely as they're about to go 5 points up. With just over 3 minutes to go. Owen Kavanagh has been unerring so far from frees. Owen Kavanagh rises, strikes, sends it over the bar and into the car park. Carnew 15 points, Bray Emmets 1-7. We're going into the last couple of minutes here. Any thoughts on man of the match so far, Kieran?
Tricky one so far now, Daniel. It's been such a game that's helter-skelter. The middle third has been so congested. We'll nearly leaving it down to the last few minutes to try and pick on someone before we do.
Dave Maloney sends that ball into the full forward line. Christy Morehouse has caught it. Christy trying to run forward. Pressure there from Conor McRae. Christy Morehouse gives it off to Padraig Doyle. Doyle with a chance for a goal! Everyone's backing it up for Bray Emmets! 15 points to 2-7. Bray needed something special. They got the captain up the pitch to get them something special. Ben McCormick's coming in now for Aughrim McMahon. 2 minutes to go, 2 points in it.
What a finish by Padraig Doyle. He's been deployed at wing back today despite being named at 14 and always been 14 this year. Makes his way up the pitch. Whenever that change was made, we don't know, but it was a great change to make to put him back up there. Ball handed out from no mistake about it. And we're in for a cracking few final minutes.
2 minutes to go. Possession is vital. It's going to drop on top. Darragh Henderson gets a hand to it. Tommy Collins though gets onto it. John Doyle's made the move ahead of him. Tommy Collins still going forward. Curling there from Sean Kelly. Tom Collins still going forward. Gives it out to O'Connor just over his head. It's a free in here for Carnew to come. Ken Cullen though should just put this one over the bar. Does. Puts Carnew back out by 3. A goal back in at 16 points to 2-7.
Essential there for Carnew that they got a score like that. Push it back out to 3 points. We're in for some finish here now. 1.5 minutes roughly of normal time plus added time.
Conor McNally hits this one long, looking for Mikey Lee, or Darren Masson's also underneath there. Mikey Lee can't catch him. Darren Masson's there. Rory Stokes using his body well. Martin O'Brien picks it up. Rory O'Brien. But it goes to Mikey Lee. Mikey Lee now in possession. Sees Lennon ahead of him. Lennon now with the ball in hand. Gets past Martin O'Brien. Goes forward. Here is McCormick. Gives out to Patrick Doyle. Scored that goal a few moments ago. That's a brilliant block there. I think it was Cormac Redmond. What a block from Cormac Redmond.
What a block.
Now look at the replay here now. That was brilliant stuff from Carnew. It was good play by Bray.
Bit of uncertainty now whether it's a 65 or not. 3 minutes remaining of added time. Is it a clash ball? Is it a wide ball? So umpire indicated a 65. Liam Keenan just in to confer.
It is going to be a 65, I think. Yeah, Liam Keenan's called for it. I didn't hear there. We've got 30 seconds left. 3 minutes at a time we're going to have here after the next 20 seconds. 2 balls on the pitch. Bray now 3 points down. Carnew so close to ending their famine. 19 titles. Of course, we talk about 16 years. There's not really the only Patrick Doyle in the box for Bray. Christy Morehouse going to strike this one over the bar. 2 points the margin again. 16 points to 2-8. Bob Fitzgerald with the puck out once again. Possession is just so vital and crucial. Whoever should win this. Fitzgerald launches it long. Underneath there is Dara and John for Bray. Sean Kenny's the man though in possession. Mikey Lee it was in space, but Christy Moore, the man who got it. Now it's sending to the forwards. Patrick Doyle and Lennon trying to go there, but 2 of them collide together. Patrick Doyle should get this one easy enough. Does. Lennon put him under pressure. Patrick Doyle trying to break out. Can't. Hands it back to Bob Fitzgerald. Bob Fitzgerald launches it long. And it's going to drop on top of John Doyle. And there is John Doyle who does catch it. No, he doesn't. John Henderson Hurl was there enough to put him off. The ball is still loose here in the middle of the field. McCormick trying to get to it. John Doyle, Mikey Lee trying to get to it now. Mikey Lee can't put him. Whips on it. Goes beyond Dermot Masterson. And should spill loose easy enough to Cormac Redmond. Cormac Redmond out to Rory Stokes. Rory Stokes bursting forward. Ben McCormick putting his body in the way. And that ball's going to drop down. Mikey Lee gets a hand to it. Lee sends it into the forwards now. Do no one in particular though is going out for a line ball. Frantic end here. Kieran, if we have to push you for a man of the match, can you even think of one just now?
I really there's been notable mentions. I'd have to say Pádraig Doyle, that goal, he's been solid throughout the game. You've had, I would have to say, Ken Cullen has been really good today. Jack Doyle, John Henderson, Tommy Collins has been involved in lots.
There's certainly
there's a few contenders. I don't know how we're going to nail this one down.
Well, we do in 2008 and go with the manager. Dara Henderson sends this one high dropping ball. John Henderson and Patrick Doyle in there for Bray. Patrick Doyle with the ball in his hand, trying to go forward. Colin McRae holding on to him, gives it out to Luke Maloney, and there to steal is James McGing. Rory Stokes now in possession. And away comes Stokes. Pressure from Ben McCormick. He sends it forward. Mikey Lee is under the dropping ball here for Bray. Lee trying to rise first. Bodies all around, scrambling for possession. Mikey Lee looks like the most likely to get it. Is the most likely to get it. Is trying to get it forward. Tommy Collins a brilliant block there. Using his body well. Dara Henderson trying to get possession. Kavanagh now possession. Kavanagh rise that challenge. Kavanagh puts it wide. Right, we've got 30 seconds left. Is there going to be one last chance for Bray?
Here we go.
He sends it long. Martin O'Brien though gets there quicker, but John Henderson was just behind him. Henderson trying to get possession. He can't though. And the ball is on the ground. Carnew trying to get to it. So is Bray with Christy Morehouse. Christy trying to go forward. Christy sends this one. Looks like it's wide. 10 seconds left. I think that might be the winner here for Carnew.
He might give one more play. That's the only thing. Bray need to win this. Deliver it up there. This is it now for Carnew.
He's calling for the ball.
He's called first. And Carnew are champions.
The famine is over for Carnew. You're not 19 forever. 20 titles now, 16 years since their last championship. Kieran, man of the match, we've got to pick someone.
Dear God, we're scrambling to the last minute. I think I'm going to go with Jack Doyle. I'll go with Jack Doyle. Jack got some big scores when they really needed it. You know, he was involved, he was inside for a bit, done well, came out the field, hurled well. You could have given it to any amount of lads there now.
Do you want to just give them a Scallon maybe? It's
Look, for Carnew, that was the type of performance that it was always going to take to stop this Bray team. They know each other so well from competing in finals and of course in the round robin part throughout the years. Look, Bray have been incredible champions, 6 in a row, have won a Leinster championship in that time as well. They've been just such great ambassadors for Wicklow hurling. It's to be Carnew's day today. Look, we spoke about the 3 finals, disappointment after the senior football, after the intermediate there today. Now they've won the senior, and credit to them, they came out with a game plan which was largely to stifle Bray, keep it tight, and look, they took their 2 goal chances, they took their chances from play when they came, which is always going to be vital, took their chances from frees, because we knew this Bray team wasn't going to offer up much in the line of chances or opportunities. And look, for Bray lads there, they're devastated now. It's been an unbelievable 6, even 7 years for them getting to a final today. But for Carnew, look, as we said, it's the first one since 2009. Huge celebrations going on there, and credit to them. It's been a long time coming. They've been here on the losing side a number of times, and absolutely like that, the performance that they needed, they delivered on the day. Near the end, when there was pressure on, they saw it out, and hats off to them, and best luck in their Leinster campaign as well.
Of course, Carnew, they've had a brilliant year, getting to 3 finals. They lost the last 2. They put it right now. This is the big one. The O'Donoghue Cup is returning to Carnew. For Bray, you mentioned it there. Like, they've only since 2013 they've only missed out in 1 championship final. That was 2018, the last time they nearly won it. Since then, they, as you mentioned, dynasties. They're still competitive there.
Oh, absolutely.
Wasn't their day, but still a point victory for Carnew, or 2-point victory for Carnew. Really goes to show, just tells the story of it, really.
It does, yeah. If Carnew were to win today, which they did, it was always going to be a tight encounter. We've seen Bray in the past in finals and other games win by big margins. They always felt for Carnew to get over the line today, they were going to have to keep it tight, and that's exactly what they did. It was physical, it was fiery, it was passionate, and a really enjoyable game. I have to say now, it was great to watch, and I suppose for people at half time, if you had said the score, you'd have been saying to yourself, this doesn't look like much of a contest, but it was fierce entertaining, and it really delivered as a spectacle.
And of course, Kieran, a big day today in Echelon Park, and you've got a big day coming up in 3 weeks' time.
3 weeks' time there now, and actually we've county final in 2 weeks' time ourselves back home at Bar Rangers, so I'm just glad that the dates didn't collide, because it would have been terrible leaving Kieran on the altar there. But no, it's after working out great, so yeah, 3 weeks' time, looking forward to there now. The true big day out, county final will be second in the priorities now.
Of course.
But thanks very much, lads.
And so big days all around, really, in Wicklow and Kilkenny.
It's all go this time of year, yeah, all go.
All go. I should wait now for the teams to make their way over to the stand. I mean, I didn't hear an announcement from Dave Murray to say off the pitch. I think he might have known this time round. The locks were fairly quick off the gates.
Yeah, as the season kind of comes to an end there now, I know is there intermediate football replays next weekend, Hollywood and Avondale, so that'll nearly be the end of the club calendar now for the season. But some great enjoyable results, some really competitive and enjoyable championships, both hurling and football, like that. Just one now for Carnew. I suppose, like, while it was great to get to the football final, having won the intermediate last year, you always feel for Carnew that the hurling was always number 1, and look, they've got that there now. It would have been terrible for them had they come away from Aughrim with no wins in 3 finals, but look, they'll be delighted with the winning the senior, and it kind of makes up for the other 2 defeats. But look, just to go back, that Bray team, they've been such great team, some fantastic hurlers, and look, they'll be back again next year, there'll be no doubt about it there now. And like that, we were saying, we'll have 8 teams next year with Aughrim promoted, so hopefully next year's senior championship will be another competitive one. We had some great results this year, a few upsets. So the likes of Avondale overcoming Glenealy was a big result for them, having made a step up as well to senior. So that's the sort of competitive championship we want for a Wicklow point of view.
Absolutely, and like, you know, we look forward here now. Carnew are heading into Leinster. Bray have been fantastic representatives of Wicklow, going into Leinster, winning one back in 2022 and getting to the final in 2023. They'll be playing against the Meath champions, and that final is next week between Kiltale and Ratoath. So look for Carnew. I know, fair enough, the celebrations are on their mind right now, but if you're to look forward, how would you rate their chances going into that championship?
Ratoath, if I'm not mistaken, after winning the last year's championship, I could be wrong, I'm open to correction, but like Ratoath have been a team that have really been in the ascendancy the last few years in Meath hurling. Like, they're kind of built a growing population there, and like that they've really put an effort into promoting hurling in Ratoath. So I'm fairly sure there's a clash of jerseys there as well. They're blue and gold as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Right there,
there's
of course Bray bet them last year in the first round.
Correct.
I suppose it didn't make much difference. I just thought it was Carnew they were playing, but
that's
for
it.
them.
No, look, Carnew, like, I suppose now it is purely hurling from here on in. You'd have to fancy their chances, going up the next day. I suppose it'd be interesting to see when that actual fixture is, because if Ratoath don't have much of a turnaround, then you'd imagine now with celebrations and whatnot, it'll be advantage Carnew. But I think sometimes for teams, I just see it like in Kilkenny last year with Thomastown, they were so delighted to just win a senior championship. Leinsters can kind of just be, surplus to requirements. But it'd be interesting to see how Carnew get on if they kind of like that go ahead. You've seen with Bray being competitive in the past, there's no reason why Carnew can't do the same.
They said in the up for the match, I think it was Don Hyland, said that the pubs are empty, the gyms are full at the moment in Carnew with how much work. So I'm sure they'll enjoy tonight.
Don would want to get in there early now this evening or now, or he won't get a spot. But all that hard work paying off is what makes it worthwhile.
And they're passing over to their presentation. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next week for the intermediate final in football.
The referee and his officials on the wonderful game, and I'd like to call on Liam Keenan up here now to get his medal for refereeing today's senior hurling semi-final. If everybody can make their way over. Ladies and gentlemen, commiserations to Bray. But first and foremost, I want to compliment you on being tremendous champions over the last 6 years, and especially when you went on to represent both your club and county and winning your Leinster title. Well done to Bray, and I have no doubt you will be back again next year. Congratulations to Carnew, a wonderful achievement today for the club. And without further ado, in making the two senior county finals this year has been a major achievement for your club and everybody involved in it. And also in the intermediate county final that was played beforehand. And yesterday you have reached the minor hurling final. Some achievement for each and everybody in Carnew, and I want to compliment you all on the great work that's been done in Carnew Club. We're just going to do the Man of the Watch award first before we present the cup. And there's two people I'd like to call up here, along with Mick Sinnott. It presents the Man of the Watch match award, and there's two people who does a lot of work for hurling, both in the club and the county. Tim Ball for hurling officer, if you can make your way up, and Bridget Kenny also, please, if the two of you can make your way up here on behalf of the club and the county. The man of the match today for the Senior Hurling County Final 2025 is Jack Doyle. Now I'm going to ask Fergal Donoghue, Boom&PlatformHire, to present the cup to the one and only Thomas Collins. Jeez, I don't know where to start. First of all, I'm so grateful to stand up here in front of all the Carnew on behalf of these great players. Setback last week, losing my senior football, and credit to every player, the school giving us cards, messages, everything. I just big round of applause for these players. They're fucking, the group of players are everything. I'd like to thank Laffy and all his boys, great game, clean hurling, county final, it was a pleasure. Thanks very much, and Aughrim was always looking pitch perfect, so thanks again. I'd like to thank Rusty, our chairman, anyone that's helped us during the year, Neve Myers, your work wasn't going unnoticed, Shane, Casey there today, a great group to have around us, and the three selectors, Doc, Ted and my old father Jack, and then there's the man behind it all, Eamon Scanlon. He came in 3 years ago. A breath of fresh air. It felt like the Carnew County final was past us. He came in, breath of fresh air, got us from thousands of believers, and look where we are today because of that man. Carnew people, like, look at this, like, I was standing up here with my father in 2009 and I didn't think it'd be this long. My God, we're going to celebrate it tonight. We're back on top! Oh, Carnew! Sponsors as well, thanks very much for the free gear and everything you gave us down the line. County board as well, and big round of applause for Bray, best team in Wicklow for the last 6 years, and we're here today and we'll meet you again, so big round of applause for Bray.